Are you looking for comfort, performance, luxury, and two doors because forget those kids? Well, I may have something for you from Mercedes-Benz. This is the brand new Mercedes-Benz CLE. In an attempt to trim down their lineup, Mercedes cuts the two-door C and E classes and combines them into the CLE in coupe or soft-top convertible form. It retains a sporty demeanor and includes some of the latest tech and features that Mercedes has to offer. Its chrome star pattern grille fits in with the brand's current design language. Sloping front overhang with hood bulges give it that aggressive and sporty character. And the rear has an element between the taillights, making it look like a potentially long light bar, but it's not. Still looks good though. The CLE is bigger than the previous C-Class, and this has a 112.8-inch wheelbase, and this coupe is the largest in the midsize segment right now, measuring at 191 inches long. Out back, our coupe tester has a cozy 11.2 cubic feet of trunk space with some additional space under the cargo floor. The rear seats can fold down for more cargo flexibility, and Mercedes didn't reveal the total cargo area with the seats folded, but they did say that you can fit 3 golf bags back there. And if you're curious, the CLE Cabriolet has 9.6 cubic feet of trunk space. Hopping inside the cabin, the front passenger space is the opposite of snug. Thanks to its long dimensions, the CLE accommodates front seat passengers well, with standard MB Tex upholstery being made of 65% recycled materials for the seat area and 85% for the inner lining. The driver's position accommodates my 6'4" frame just fine. The seats are nice and comfortable, they're highly adjustable so you could get in a nice comfortable driving position, and the inboard and outboard armrests feel nice and plush. The steering wheel feels good in my hands, and it's electronically adjustable as well, which is always nice in a luxury car. And don't ask me to get in the back seat because I already did. And it's traumatizing. But besides that, one thing I want to point out is there's no compartment for your sunglasses up top, but there is a nice large door bin. And speaking of these doors, listen to this. Damn, that sounds good. No, seriously, I want you to hear this from the outside too. Oh, that door closing is so satisfying. If you must sit in the back, entry is easy with this Napa leather pull loop on the shoulder of the front seats. There's not much headroom for taller folks, but there are 2 seats, some cup holders, rear vents, USB-C ports, and this cute tiny storage shelf. Up front is where the CLE brings its E-Class style luxury touches. There's a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster and 11.9-inch portrait-style infotainment touchscreen using the 3rd generation Mercedes-Benz user experience system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The MBUX system not only allows drivers to use third-party apps like Angry Birds, TikTok, and Zoom, but it can also create personalized driver profiles and takes it up a notch using AI to learn the driver's routines and help to cater with automated comfort and expected tasks like seat massaging, radio tuning, and cabin temperature conditioning. You can run from AI, but you can't hide. The interior has an elegant and elevated vibe to it. There's a good fit and finish, some quality materials, but I don't like the gloss black on the center stack. If they have open pore wood, opt for that because this is gonna get scratches, fingerprints, everything in between. But inside you get your wireless phone charging, USB-C ports, cup holders, and a little storage because your center compartment is not as big as you think. But the screens look good, they're nice and clear. I just wish they were contoured to the dash a little bit better rather than looking tacked on. But the gauge cluster is nice and clear and big. And this infotainment screen pretty much came right out of the Mercedes-Benz SL. So if you get the Cabriolet version, this is able to tilt forward and back to reflect or not reflect the sunlight. But the MBUX system is easy to work, fairly intuitive, and you have your HVAC controls embedded in this system. But it has voice controls, so if you need something, just ask it. Now let's see if we get into a fight this time. Hey Mercedes.
Yes?
I'm hot.
This function is not available. Switch on the ignition.
The CLE has a few engine options available. CLE 300 models are powered by a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine making 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. CLE 450 models get a 3-liter inline-6 turbo engine with 375 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque and can go 0 to 60 in around 4.2 seconds. And for even more power, the AMG CLE 53, which is only offered in a coupe form at the moment, has an enhanced 3-liter inline-6 turbo engine with 443 horsepower, 413 pound-feet of torque, and gets to 60 in around 4 seconds. All models are mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission with standard 4MATIC all-wheel drive, and these powertrains have a 48-volt mild hybrid system that assists with a smooth engine start-stop function. I'm driving the CLE 300, and this has plenty of power to have fun and play around with. And if you're driving this like a normal person, then it feels perfectly fine. The transmission shifts quickly and it's smooth, and you can even select your own gears with the paddles mounted on the steering wheel, and they feel great. Right off the line, there is a little bit of a delay for the engine to react to my throttle inputs, but once you get up to speed, it feels just fine. And the brake pedal, it can feel a little squishy right at tip in for some, but it brings this to a nice smooth stop, and it works in a predictable manner. Fuel economy for the Turbo 4 engine comes in at 28 miles per gallon in combined driving, with the more powerful turbocharged 6-cylinder in the CLE 450 getting 26 miles per gallon combined, which isn't a significant efficiency penalty considering the power boost. But the AMG CLE 55 definitely sees a ding in efficiency with 20 miles per gallon in the city and 27 on the highway. While trotting around town, I found the CLE 300 agile and easy to drive. The suspension has been lowered 0.6 inches compared to the previous C-Class coupe, and sports suspension is offered on the CLE 300 in an AMG line package, which our tester does have, and standard on the CLE 450. The ride quality in here feels great. Suspension is soaking up a lot of the bumps. It's very forgiving, and going into this right turn, a little tire squeal. Yeah, it feels good. It's nice and stable. The steering is a little light, but I mean, this is a comfortable vehicle. And if you want to spice it up a little bit, just throw it into sport mode right here. And what that does is firm up the steering a bit, and it also changes up the throttle mapping. So the gears are held at a higher RPM, and there's sound getting pumped into the cabin. So all of that, in addition to these paddles and selecting your own gears, it's a pretty fun little coupe. Or I should say big coupe. The CLE, whether used as a grand tour or weekend transportation to the nearest 18 holes, balances excitement and luxury. Massaging front seats can help relieve fatigue on longer drives, and the standard Burmester 3D surround sound system with integrated speakers in the front seats will help keep you entertained. Seating in the CLA is nice and comfortable and supportive. It's not a big surprise. Mercedes does a great job with their comfort, and there's not a lot of road noise or wind noise coming in the cabin, which is great, but this is the coupe, not the convertible. And visibility all around on my left, right, and going forward and back, visibility is quite good. But if you need a little bit more assurance on your safety, there's plenty of safety features. Standard safety features for the CLE include active park assist, blind spot assist, and active brake assist. More safety options are available in packages including active blind spot assist, active steering assist, and adaptive cruise control. I did notice while driving, the lane keep assist can feel a little bit aggressive if you're straying away from your lane. And let's say right now I'm going to drift over just a little bit. Oh, yes it does. Yeah, stay in your damn lane. That's what it just said. Base price for a CLE 300 starts at $57,650 and includes features like LED lighting, 18-inch wheels, heated front seats, wireless phone charging, ambient lighting, and a panoramic sunroof. For more power, the CLE 450 starts at $66,800, and for the most CLE power and aggressive styling offered, the AMG CLE 55 starts at $73,950. And yes, plenty of options and luxuries are offered through standalone features and packages, as is the luxury car way. If you're in the market for a coupe, convertible, SUV, sedan, whatever, go on kbb.com and get a fair purchase price. kbb.com, click that link above for more details. There aren't many competitors in the luxury midsize coupe category apart from the BMW 4 Series, Audi A5, and Lexus RC, and this segment seems to shrink faster every year. With SUVs still being the hot ticket item, Mercedes-Benz made sure to keep a niche vehicle carved out for those who just want to hop in their car and get away with two-door flair. This German coupe has style, technology, sophistication, it's comfortable, and it's gonna learn your habits, which still isn't scary at all. So if this all interests you, check one out for yourself. Come on, light, help me.
I can do things for you whenever.
No, Mercedes.
Calling someone, writing text messages, or playing music. Because my heart's in it, I know everything there is to know about.